Taiwan reported just 2 local COVID cases on Wednesday. Both are tied to a previously identified cluster. Also on Wednesday, the CECC declared that it had resolved a major cluster infection at Taoyuan's Askey Computer Corporation.
In related news, the health chief signaled that a broader COVID reopening is coming up soon. Speaking in a podcast interview, the minister said Taiwanese may be able to take overseas vacations in the second half of the year. He said that once trips abroad are on the table, he himself would like to visit the countries that donated vaccines to help Taiwan through the pandemic.
COVID is subsiding in Taiwan, with only 2 local infections reported on Wednesday. Both are related to a previously identified cluster in Northern Taiwan. Earlier this year, Askey Computer Corporation reported a cluster that ultimately had 175 confirmed cases. The CECC set up a task force at the company on January 22nd. Now, 32 days later, CECC official Victor Wang has declared the cluster closed and said that production can now resume.
Soon, Taiwan will start to lift COVID restrictions. With regard to contact tracing, I think that we should have effective and reasonable contact tracing measures and not mass testing. At this site, we implemented a policy of 3 days isolation for low and medium risk contacts who took a PCR test on the 3rd day. If they did not test positive, they went home and followed up with rapid test kits.
With case numbers going down, the health minister said that travel abroad might be on the table in the second half of the year. But he said it will depend on how things go after Taiwan reopens to foreign business travelers.
Let's take it one step at a time. We're planning to cut quarantine from 14 days to 10. We have to finalize the relevant quarantine measures. So far in the pandemic, many countries have donated vaccines to us. These countries are all places I would very much like to visit. I should take a trip to show my gratitude.
The minister said that if the gates open for international tourism, he'd like to visit the 6 nations that donated vaccines. They are Japan, the US, Lithuania, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia.